It really is a great honor to be here today to celebrate, along with you, with friends and family, the memories, the work, the life of a great legal icon, an accomplished author, my friend and brother Silk, Deji Sasegbon, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. As with many of us here, Deji and I shared a friendship, and I must say that it was not in any way affected by the vast difference in our heights. Deji was, as you know, one of the tallest lawyers of our time, 6'7", I believe he was. And I, well, let's just say I am still growing. The times we shared were filled with laughter, but also with deep reflections on the great challenges that confronted and still confront our profession and our nation. His passion was legal publications, and he lived it, he breathed it. Deji's publications of the Nigerian Supreme Court cases, NSCC, the Sasegbon Encyclopedia of Nigerian Laws, the Companies and Allied Matters Act, Law and Practice, and so many others. Of course, we've heard Sasegbon, election petitions, etc. Are not just reliable legal tools for practitioners and scholars alike, but they contain on every page painstaking commitment, rigorous thinking, and an incredible amount of physical and mental hard work. I know this because I was involved from the very beginning of Deji's journey into legal publications. Very early in the 80s, I believe it was about 1983 or so, when he conceived of the idea of the Nigerian Supreme Court cases, he shared this vision with a few of us, his friends. He wanted to be the first to publish a full report of all Nigerian Supreme Court cases, all Supreme Court decisions, a comprehensive report of all Nigerian Supreme Court decisions. Eventually, Chief Yemi, SAN, of blessed memory, got into that same race with him. So it really was a race between Deji and Chief Yemi, who would be the first to publish his comprehensive compendium of all of Nigeria's Supreme Court cases. He shared the vision with such passion, and you simply couldn't resist agreeing to work on the project with him. I saw him put everything he had into it. We all had no choice, We worked with him night and day at the office on Ikorodu Road. We worked overnight many, many times, slept in the office there, worked night and day, and of course, Oge was around to give us coffee or a snack every once in a while. Deji won that race, as he won so many others, and the NCC became the first comprehensive report of all Nigerian Supreme Court cases. And this is the way that he worked on all his publications. So much diligence, so much dedication. As editor-in-chief of the DSC Publishers Limited, Deji dedicated his life to the documentation of judicial precedents, an indelible legacy in the Nigerian legal system. And I believe generations yet unborn from within and outside the country will benefit from it. His contributions to online reporting has brought about ease, speed, and accuracy in an unprecedented manner. As of 1983, very few people had seen computers, but Deji had a whole room full of computers, huge workstations. I mean, those things were giant things at the time, Working with them was, possibly as difficult as working manually, but they produced the results. So the very early use of technology, to do publications of any kind, Deji again was one of the pioneers of that. So what better way to celebrate such an icon in legal scholarship than by bringing to life yet another of his contributions to the Nigerian legal jurisprudence. Anyone who has had an opportunity to take a look at the Judicial Dictionary of Nigerian law will see, that, just as Coin has said, definitions of over 50,000 terms as rendered by our Supreme Courts, and the articulate take of the author on those terms. And then a lot of that will attest to the nature and character of Deji's work. He's always epitomized quality and high standards. And I believe this dictionary is not just an indispensable tool for the legal profession and for legal scholarship, but it will also provide, so many new ways of looking at some of the old terms and terminologies that we come across regularly. I believe that this publication also is one that we'll find that it takes us through the distinctions, the terms, their effects, and application in practice. The truth is that Deji has always been so thorough, so thorough, and never was satisfied with anything that just was not the best. So for everyone who worked with him, I mean, many of them grew gray very, very, very quickly. I must say that a lot of my own gray hair, and I'm not blaming my dear friend for what has become, practically all gray. But frankly, I mean, if you worked the way that Deji worked and made sure that everybody around him worked, you really ended up with a lot of gray hair. Okay, I really commend you and congratulate you. And by the way, Oge also had plenty of gray hair very early. Congratulate you and your team for this very thoughtful venture. I think that it is very, very thoughtful indeed to ensure that we bring this particular set of volumes that he worked so hard to bring to the world before he died, that you worked on it and you brought it right to completion. The world will forever remain grateful to you and your family for selflessly sharing Deji with us and for your family's contribution to the shaping and growth of legal jurisprudence. As many of the testimonies today attest, this extraordinarily calm, warm, kind, and humble human being who departed at the unripe age of 63 had positively touched the lives of so many. Who would forget the generous discounts and flexible payment plans offered by Deji to us and to young lawyers wishing to purchase his law reports, or his secret giving to the needy. His was a life of compassion, and his immortality is assured not only in the contributions to our profession, but also in the hearts of so many who fondly remember his humaneness and his generosity. Deji's legacy of hard work, innovation in legal publishing lives on. But what gladdens my heart, and I'm glad that Kwanye alluded to it, is that he found the Lord Jesus Christ before he died. So we are confident that he now lives in peace and joy eternally. God bless you, Oge. Thank you very much. Thank you.